Good evening, folks. Welcome to today's session on Vedic astrology. The topic for today is solar eclipse. Tomorrow being a solar eclipse, I thought it's apt for us to discuss on that subject. So what is a solar eclipse? Solar eclipse occurs when the moon comes in between the sun and the earth. But is that all? Does that define solar eclipse in complete nature? No. Because the moon comes in between the sun and the earth every month, and we call that as an Amavasya. So what is it so special about solar eclipse that we call it as a solar eclipse? There comes Rahu and Ketu. So it is not only the moon coming between the sun and the earth, it is also these two celestial bodies which are called as Chayagrahas or shadow points that are involved in this process. So we need to understand what Rahu and Ketu is. Okay, what is Rahu and Ketu? There are mythological stories about Rahu and Ketu. There are astronomical concepts also behind them. So what is the mythological story of Rahu and Ketu? When the Devatas and Asuras were churning the Amrita, and the Amrita distribution of Amrita started, and it was only meant for the Devatas. But when the distribution was happening, Rahu actually took the form of a Devata, and he stood in the line to consume the Amrita. And when sun and moon noticed this, they went and complained to Vishnu that this is a sneaker, there's a sneaker who has come, and it's not meant for him, he's actually an Asura. So that's when Vishnu actually chops the head of Rahu with his Vishnu Chakra. And so that's when the first half, which is the body of the head of the snake, is called as Rahu, and the second half, the body, is called as Ketu. So that's the mythological story about Rahu and Ketu. Some of us may not want to understand this. For those of you who want a reasoning, the astronomical reason behind it, I'll try and show a document. Now I'll project a document where I'll try to explain the exact north node. These are called as north and the south node of the moon. Astronomically, they're called as moon's ascending node and moon's descending node. So hold on for a second. I'll just pull up the document. Okay, so this is a representation of Rahu and Ketu in the zodiac belt. Rahu and Ketu are basically the moon's ascending node and moon's descending node respectively. Every planet has got a north node and a south node. So as far as moon is concerned, the moon's north node is called as Rahu and the moon's south node is called as Ketu. What you see here, this is the ecliptic plane. This region that you see here is the ecliptic plane. So this is a plane and just not a circle. What is ecliptic? Ecliptic is the apparent path of the earth around the sun. So this is the plane of the ecliptic. Now this is the ecliptic path of the moon. So the moon's transit is in this region, in this circle, right? So when the moon keeps moving northward, right, at one point of time it touches the ecliptic plane. It touches the ecliptic plane. That point is called as the ascending node, and that's nothing but Rahu. And when it keeps on moving northward, at some point of time it moves southward, it descends, and when it descends, it again touches the ecliptic plane, and that point is called as the descending node and also called as Ketu. So for a solar eclipse to occur, the moon has to be in between the sun and the earth, and it also has to be in line with these 2 points for a solar eclipse to occur. Okay, tomorrow is a solar eclipse. It's a partial solar eclipse in India. I have just erected the chart for tomorrow. This is for 20th March 2015, time 8 in the morning, place is Bangalore, India. And if you look at the position of planets, this is Earth, right? We are here, and moon is in between the sun and the earth, and that causes Amavasya. So when a solar eclipse happens, definitely it has to be an Amavasya, number one. The second rule is, we just discussed about Rahu and Ketu. Rahu and Ketu also should be in the same line, and you see that here. Look at Rahu and Ketu. So this is the significance of Rahu and Ketu in a solar eclipse. So I hope we all understood about Rahu and Ketu and their role in solar eclipse. Now for tomorrow, since it's a partial solar eclipse in India, a few precautions. So first of all, the starting time is 13:11 Indian Standard Time. The peak time is 15:15 and the ending time is 17:20. I'm just reading this from Dilip Ji's diary, and a few precautions. To remove the blemish, the dosha of the eclipse, put a few garba grass leaves on food and water kept in your home. Take a bath after the eclipse using this water because it now contains good energy. Avoid oil bath, and you can recite your favorite mantras too. To prevent indigestion, avoid food, avoid physical union. During the eclipse, if you pay back a small portion of your debt, it is believed you will soon get rid of even the most troublesome debt. So I hope you enjoyed this video on solar eclipse and the remedies suggested. I'll see you with a new set of topic tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Bye bye.